Alright, what's poppin', everybody? King of Underworld here. I'm sorry for the very, very bad intro. But before I get started, I want to say thank you. Sorry for a late upload for the 300 sub special. Stopped with schoolwork and I didn't even notice because I didn't expect to hit 300 after I just put out the 200 sub video. So thank you to all the people that subscribed. And I thought, since this was a fun what if to make, and it's pretty unusual, I thought I might as well make it again for their own sub special because some people did very much like it, and I just want to put it out there. I'm very sorry for the mic quality in that video. I didn't realize that. I didn't go double check, and it was my fault on that part. But I just checked this time, made sure to testing, and it shouldn't happen now. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the story. So, quickly recapping what had happened in the last part. Senku and Taiju have both applied for UA after going through 10 months of training of and experimenting on Taiju's quirk and Senku's power. Senku had easily breezed through the written aspect of the test, being super genius, and had some fun destroying some robots using his scientific knowledge. So, we are going to kick it off right on the first day of UA. Senku walks out front of the school, then he hears Senku! He sees a big, tall, looming gorilla running in his direction. As the gorilla's about to hit him, Senku just pokes him in the eyes and just goes, "Shut up, you gorilla, it's too early in the morning, you big oaf." I can't help it, I'm just very excited for my first day. I'm excited too. Well, I checked the disc and apparently I'm in Class 1A. But there was something else. Really? I didn't get anything else. I wouldn't expect so, since this was a direct message from the principal. Oh? And what's this direct message about? Well, apparently I've been recommended to also take extra classes in the tech department. Whoa, that must mean they saw you be a super genius. Well, I think that has to do with me correcting a principal with a super intelligence quirk. Wait, you did? Didn't you notice? Didn't you notice, you big elf? Last question was worded weirdly. They didn't realize you could make a more efficient formula, especially with the coefficient. I have no idea what you said, Senku, but I'm confident in your smartness. I couldn't care 1 millimeter about it, but science is always fun to play around with, so it might be worth my time. So as the two very odd pairs walk towards 1A, Taiju's like, "Where is this classroom?" "It's up ahead to the right and down the corridor." "How do you know?" How do you know, Senku?" Because you big oaf. I bothered to check the maps on this school, and also I remember the layout from the entrance exam. But we didn't go inside the school for that. I know, I just remembered by looking at it. This is the reason why you pass a lot easier than I do, Senku. Yeah, you got that right. However, as they reach the door, I do not care 1 millimeter for about the size of this door. Jesus. I know quirks exist and all, but damn, that's huge. Maybe they're preparing for you, you big oaf. Maybe, I don't know. As they take a step inside, Senku immediately recognizes a few of the faces. Blue-eyed boy, 10-year eater, and the green-haired boy, as well as the girl that he saw walking down the hallway as well, being another one of the students he recognized. Oh, it's you. As he walks over to Midoriya and is like, uh, yes, I remember you. Well, actually, I don't. Could you tell me your name? Sure, as long as you don't forget it. Name's Senku Ishigami. Oh, and this big gorilla of a big elf is Oki Taiju. As Taiji just pops out from behind Senku, well, looms over Senku and just goes, "Nice to meet you." Um, likewise. Anyway, so what's your name? Izuku Midoriya. Well, Midoriya, I see we have one thing in common with our green hair. Isn't that funny? Apparently, from what I heard, you're a smart cookie as well. Really? They placed top 5 amongst the students in their written exam. Oh, how did you know that? Well, the principal kind of showed me all the rankings in the videos after stating how I was first. Well, actually, technically I'm tied for first, but I was given a few extra points. How are you given a few extra points? Well, when you correct somebody on the formula they made for a coefficient, and pointing out somehow they can make it more efficient, you kinda do get a few extra points. Wait, you corrected a teacher? And the green boy just wondered and just looked amazed. Yeah, nothing too big to brag about. Anyway, I got a, I got a bit too, uh, got a bit too early. Jeez, I wish I could be like this big elf here. He manages to, he can run several marathons on end, yet still have enough energy to then fit in another one. Well, as you said, Senku, you're the brains and I'm the brawn. Got that right. Well, I'm gonna go quickly go say, well, I just came here to say thanks the other day. And also say hello to her and the teacher that's on the floor over there. Then I need to head out after the testing. Testing? I can tell by the look of his eyes, and I can also see his little plan hanging out of his little duffel bag. As he points over to behind the desk where Aizawa was just laying on the ground limp, and he was like, "Huh, so you are a smart one. Nezu told me about you. You just better not be a smart ass. I don't like smart asses in my class." "Oh well, sir, I'm smart, but I'm not an idiot." "Good." As he looks at the rest of the class, "Okay, now everybody else shut up. We're going to do a physical test. And test all your quirks. Anybody who comes in last will be immediately expelled." As Senku just laughs. Get excited, everybody. It's about to be some fun. As everybody else just start groaning as he just looks around like, seriously? Come on. Just think of this as a chance to show off how amazing you are. And as he looks around to the guys, come on, don't you want to show off to the girls? As they start getting fired up and then he says to the girls, come on, don't you want to show the guys up? See how much better you are? As the girls start getting fired up, as Ozawa just thinks, this man might be a bit, rough around the edges, but he certainly knows how to whip up a crowd. As then Senku just walks up to Aizawa, and then and says, Sir, I hope you don't mind, but once I'm done with my testing, I have to leave. Yes, Nezu already told me, don't worry about it. I'm sure Paolo will be fine. Thanks. I'm 10 billion% sure I'll be fine, but I better give it my all. After all, as he leans in closer towards our ear, he's like, I know you're not going to expel one of us. It's just a ruse. And he just smirks and's like, I can neither confirm nor deny. Senku just goes, alright, Teach, I'm off. As Senku walks over to the, as he walks over to the gym, well, the field changing rooms, as everybody else starts following him as he seems to know the direction. So people will ask him, how do you know this place like the back of your own hand? It's simple. I looked at a map, and I also, during the entrance exam, I looked at the entire building. I could summarize where everything was. Wait, so you looked at a map of the building and all the floors? No, just the map of where the school buildings are, like the like the battlefields. Everybody's just like, what? Then how do you know the inside? I looked. Anybody can do it. It just seems that I'm the only one that pays attention to it. Taiji just starts shouting out loud. Yeah, Senku's the smartest guy I know. Actually, I think he's gonna be the only smartest guy I know. I'm not exactly bright at all in shape, but I make up for it in indomitable power and will. At least that's what he says. Yeah, you got one thing right, Big Elf. However, could you keep it down? We're in the middle of a hallway. As they finally make it to the locker rooms, they start getting changed as Senku is quickly changed in and out and is just about to leave. Then as Kirishima just points out and's like, um, well, doesn't point out to Senku, more as Taiju. Whoa, man, you're jacked. I mean, I I guess. It's all thanks to Senku. What, did you train with him? Sorta. He experimented on me. Everybody just starts shooting a confused look and it's like, what the big elf means by experimented on is I tested out the limits of his quirk and helped him train because of it. I made him clean up an entire beach by himself, and he grew naturally strong because of it. Oh, if I knew all of your quirks, I'd be able to point out what is wrong, what you need to improve on, and what you can do to strengthen it. After all, they're physical manifestations of power. Nothing science can explain. I'm 10 billion% sure about that. As then he walks out of the locker rooms, and then after a few minutes, everybody else follows. As then, as always says, alright, let's see, who got the most points? Katsuki Bakugo, you're up. Alright, Tish, you want me to use explosions? Yep. Give you your best shot, hot shot. You don't have to tell me twice. As Bakugo throws the ball and gets the same as in cannon, at just under 800 meters. I think he just looks not bad. Hmm? Pretty cool, pretty unique quirk, explosions. However, I think he could have done better. He's like, the fuck do you mean by that, you greenhead, you sorry looking motherfucker? I wouldn't be running your mouth too much when even he could do better than you. As he as he points to the green-haired boy, and he's just like, "Did you just fucking compare me to a quirkless loser? I don't know if you need to get your eyes checked, your ears, or even your fucking mouth." Oh, sorry, that was weird. I got a bit angry. I guess I'm just not into bullshit. But you might want to get this checked out if you can't see correctly or listen to what I'm about to tell you. He has a quirk, and it's far stronger than yours. As he's about to run at Senku, Daiji gets in the way and as well to try and protect him, as a bandage starts wrapping around Bakugo, as I says, "Enough. This is the first day and this is the first day and I'm not going to deal with this. Do it again, Bakugo, and you're out. Got it?" Ugh. Yes, sir. I couldn't care 1 millimeter. Oh, I'll try not to be lost at least. With obvious sarcasm in his voice that was picked up by Ozawa, as he just mutters under his breath and is like, he's a smart ass after all. And then we get into the physical testing. Senku is incredibly average, if not weaker in some of the things. Grip strength was only about 50 kilos, and I'm going to say the average is about 55, 60 kilos in My Hero Academia universe. The speed, he can't. In the speed test, he got about 15 seconds on a 100-meter dash. Very slow. And long jump, high jump was all quite average. Side steps. After all of the physical exercise, it was quite worn out. Yet Taiju, who had excelled in most things, tying with Ida for the running score, completely crushing the grip strength, uh, almost jumping over the entire pit for the long jump, and jumping higher than the bar for the high jump. So everybody just says, "What the hell is he made of?" As Senku just turns around and goes, "Hey, this gorilla? Yeah, this is the result of hard work and training. At first, his power was just increased strength and extra stamina. Now he can run 100 kilometers on end without losing breath, and be able to pick up one of those robots and throw them around like they're like a rag doll." As Taiji just says, "Well, I wouldn't say it's all on me. I'd say it's actually you, Senku." That is the reason why I'm like this. And it's like, well, I might have told you what to do. You're the one that put effort into it. Everybody gets their rewards for hard work, and your reward for listening to me and doing what you're told is the result of your training." Everybody just starts looking at Senku a bit differently, because while he does have a rough exterior, he is actually quite friendly in a sense. He's a bit mischievous and has a bit of a cocky look sometimes, but he seems to care about Taiji especially, and is quite nice in a way that's almost endearing. As some people just start whispering to themselves, like, "Man, maybe I should learn from him." As then we get to the ball throw, as Senku he throws about 40 meters, and then Taiju is up second to last before the green-haired boy. As Senku just went up to um he went up to the plate and threw the ball getting the 40 meters, and Taiji's up. As Taiji was about to throw the ball before that, Senku walks over to Midori and just goes, "Hey, I noticed you weren't using your quirk earlier. Let me guess. It has too much physical strain in your body." Uh, yes. If I try and use it, it breaks my bones. So that was the reason why that was broken. Thought that was from me punching the robot so hard. Well, actually, that is the reason. But your legs wouldn't have explained that. I've got an idea. Try throwing the ball as hard as you can, but as soon as you're about to let go of the ball, channel it right into the tip of your finger. Don't worry about healing it. I'll heal it for you. And after all, I think that's the reason why you even had you able to stand back up after you woke up. As then, it was called from Midoriya after Taiju had just thrown a massive. He threw over a kilometer on the ball throw. And it's like, oh yeah, see that, Senku? Yeah, you big oaf. I saw it. Now stop causing a scene. It's like, okay, remember what I taught you. Till the last possible second. All your might. As when Midori steps up, he has a confident look, and then all of a sudden he steeled himself. He throws the ball, and with a burst of wind echoing and bellowing out from his hands, Senku just has a smile and's like, and whispers stuff. Ah, gets me excited. So he knows how to learn after all. As Midori's just standing there with a red swollen finger, as he just says, "So you did take my advice to heart." As his own looks at his phone, and then just goes, 847 meters. You got third place, kid. As then, well, as then Bakugo just start looking more pissed off. As Senku just goes, "Explosion boy. See what I told you? He does have a quirk, and it's more powerful than yours." As Bakugo was about to run at him, but then got shot to death by Aizawa. And then after going over to Deku, he puts his hand, he grabs his finger, and with the winds paying quickly, Midori's like, "Ah!" Then shut up, it'll only be that it'll be gone in a minute. As a bright green flash comes from Senku's hands as Doria's finger turns to stone. What did you do? What did you just do? Come on, be calm. Careful, it'll break off. My power is called Stone World. I can turn whatever I touch into stone and be able to crack it back open. So I'm able to petrify and depetrify things. Now, there's one thing I discovered after using my quirk over the years. Whatever I depetrify gets healed. Injuries, sickness, even lost limbs if I'm there in time. However, it does require some focus, and it's very tricky to get a grasp on. As then another bright, well, a golden liquid starts appearing on, well, Senku's hands. As he rubs it on the finger, then stones start chipping and cracking off as the finger is fully healed. See, what did I tell you? Amazing! Wow, you could heal chronic illness, even paralysis with that. Yeah, no. Why do you think I wanted to become a hero? I can save pretty much anybody as long as I can get to them in time. When and then people started to wanted to come and ask Senku more questions, but he said, "Sorry, I'm 10 billion% sure I'm going to be late if I talk with everybody." As after I saw us at class dismissed, he thought, "That's been it." Everybody's wondering where could he be going to at such an urgent time. As and somebody did ask him that. It's like, well, I gotta go to the tech course, and it's like, why? Statue speaks up. Oh, well, Senku was told to go attend the tech course. Well, check out the tech course and see if it'd be into his likings. And everybody just looked at him in amazement. It's like, wow, is he that smart that that they want him to attend it? As when Senku knocks on the door and it's like, "Hey, Tish, I'm sorry I'm late. As I wanted me to do some testing." As Paoloda opened the door and it's like, "Ah, you must be Senku, correct? The one and only." Alright, let me get you introduced on what we do here. As you can see, as then Senku just runs over and says, "Is this a hydroelectron laser?" "Yeah, how'd you know?" "Well, I built one of these as a kid, so it was quite fun." As it's like, "Sure, wait. Oh, cool, you built one as a kid. Wait, you built one as a kid?" "Well, my dad always has fun gizmos and gadgets lying around after his trip to the ISS." "Wait, Senku Ishig... Wait, you're the son of Byakuya Ishigami?" "Yep, 10 billion% sure I am." As then, he's like, no wonder you know all the fun tools." Senku, however, something catches his eye. A pink-haired girl tinkering in the back as as he looks over and Bellwether sees him looking over and it's like, "Oh, that's Hatsume. Be careful around her. She tends to blow up." And it's like, "Wait, what do you mean by blow up?" And it's like, "Give it a second." As a loud explosion just rings out, and then Senku just, well, is stunned for a second and walks over and is like, "Are you alright?" "Pretty bad one." As Hatsume turns around, it's like, "Oh, no worries. It was just one of my babies exploding." "One of your babies?" "Oh, yeah, one of my fun toys I get to play with." "Oh, I see. You're, you're a special one, aren't you? Just as special as my babies are. You really need to find something else to call them." "Well, I can't call them anything different. They're like my children." "Oh, you seem to, you seem to have a very weird definition to what children are." "Yep, I sure do. Um, the name's Senku. Ishigami Senku." As the pink-haired girl goes, "The name's Mei Hatsume." And as Senku just says, "So if I could ask you to build something, could you build it?" "Oh, most certainly. Got anything in mind?" And it's as Senku just shows a picture, which shows a blueprint to Hatsume, as she goes, "Wow, wait, where did you get this? I've never seen anything like it." "It's a design for something I've been working on. I'm not too good with the whole engineering aspect. I'm good with the science and the blueprinting. I'm just not good. I just don't know what I need to make it. As well, Hatsume just goes over to Hello and goes, "Sir, can I please make it? Come on." Well, if it keeps you from blowing up the workshop, fine. As then she starts building the contraption that Senku gave her, thinking that she'll be busy with this for a while. He goes over and looks at all the other machinery. However, only just 5 minutes later, he gets a tap on the shoulder and it's like, "Here you go, I made it." "What? Did you make the component for it?" And it's like, "No, I finished it." It's like, "It's only been 5 minutes." It's like, "Yep." She said with a very big smile. It's like, uh, "I'm 10 billion% sure I don't know where this is going." "Ah, you'll be fine." As Ultimate drags Senku by the arm. It's like, "Come on, come on." As then she shows him, this is my baby number 563. Jeez, how many of these things do you make? And it's not called a baby. It's called a proton laser. Same difference. What do you need one anyway? Well, I need to research the quark gene, that's why. And only a high, either proton laser or electron laser can see inside the cell. And I don't think I'm going to be able to go over to Sweden anytime soon to observe inside one of them. Wow, I see. That's certainly very interesting. Senku instinctively knows, I'm 10 billion% sure this is going to blow up, but I had to check anyway. As then, he stands back and actually pulls May aside, not wanting her to get harmed by this, and it's like, stand behind me, if anything happens, I'll be fine. As then he clicks the button to push it on, then moves back a bit. As it starts firing a green laser at something, well, towards the wall. As like, alright, better than expected. Then, as May was going, "Yay, it works! It works!" Charlotte is going, "Wow, that's actually pretty cool." However, a weird buzzing starts happening. May? Yes? Is it supposed to make that buzzing sound? No, it's not. Is it going to explode? Yes, it is. And then a loud, big explosion erupts from the machine. I'm 10 billion% sure that was going to happen. Well. I think I like this place after all. Science doesn't progress in one day, it takes thousands of years. And I'm going to use science to save everybody. As May just says, "But aren't you you're not in the hero course, you're in the tech course, aren't you?" "No, I'm doing the tech course because I got recommended by Nezu to do it." "Wait, the principal?" "Yep. Well, I corrected on one of his exam questions, and now I've been told to do these classes on the side, whenever we have normal curriculum. Seeing as I aced all the tests, and he aced all the tests, there's no worry about my grades." As then, well, May just goes, "Wow, so you're like a super genius, aren't you?" Eh, I couldn't care 1 millimeter what other people call me. I'm just a man of science. You're a weird one too. As he just smirks and's like, "I'm 10 billion% sure it's ironic that it's coming from you." "Yeah, I know, but I'm not wrong." Well be, you may very well be. Alright, this is where I'm going to leave off part 2 to What If Senku is in My Hero Academia. I'm sorry for the shorter part, it is just, I don't, well, I want to try and make these bit smaller, even if it's only by about 5 to 10 minutes, because, well, it helps everybody try and listen to this, and I want to do the whole heroes versus villains for a separate part on its own, because I thought I wanted to try and get Senku into, well, the into this course. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for the people that have subscribed and getting me over 300 already. I hope you liked the video, and yeah, peace.